pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just give it a minute, please. And let's remember, what's her name?
Jean Abbott.
Jean Abbott. Thank you. This meeting has been called in accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meeting Act, and that an announcement of the same had been mailed to the local newspaper and to the clerk of the Borough of Belmar, and that the minutes of this meeting will be available after board approval at a subsequent meeting.
Okay, Commissioner Lynch is absent. Commissioner Orchard?
Here.
Commissioner Sharrock?
Here.
Commissioner Ramey?
Here.
Commissioner Casterly is absent. Commissioner McCracken?
Here.
Commissioner Massano?
Here.
You have a quorum.
Okay. Does anybody want to make a motion to approve the minutes from the April 3rd?
I'll second.
No, Lisa, you can't, you weren't here last
Okay,
month.
second, okay.
I can make a motion.
Okay, thank you. Alright, so Commissioner Orchard, you'll abstain. Commissioner Sharrock?
Yeah.
Commissioner Ramey?
Yes.
Commissioner McCracken?
Yes.
Commissioner Massano?
Yes.
Okay, and has everybody reviewed the bills, or are there any questions on the bills? Actually, I didn't realize that we had to get a rooming house license.
I never remember having to do that
I
either.
never seen that before.
What was that? The
Rooming
rooming house?
house license.
Yeah, I never
What
saw
kind
that
of
before.
crap is that? That's what I was gonna.
I think they might have paid, they might have passed some resolution, I don't know.
Yeah, I never remember.
We
paying that
got the
before.
email from April saying that, you know,
Yeah.
you have to get this rooming license every year, so.
How is this a rooming house?
I can check with her before I mail the payment.
Yeah, it's $50 for the
Okay.
license.
I just never saw it before, that's all.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions? I'll make a motion to move it.
I'll second it.
Commissioner Orchard?
Yes.
Commissioner Sharrock?
Yes.
Commissioner Ramey?
Yes.
Commissioner McCracken?
Yes.
Commissioner Massano?
Yes.
Just write this down. Review of the. I'm sorry.
Report of Executive Director.
Yeah, I can't do that at once.
Okay, so Thursday at 1 o'clock, we're scheduled to open bids if we do receive any for the scaffolding around the building.
Okay,
That was a scary scare.
what happened?
A couple of little pieces of brick.
We thought,
I looked at it, it was like
Wait,
tiny
wait,
little
yeah.
pieces. It's,
Chicken
the
But-
little.
sky's not falling.
no, it's not. But if we had another storm, right, with that electrical storm like we had, yeah, I was afraid it was gonna hit that.
Wow.
Well, we did get a
Part
hit,
there.
we did get a hit,
Yeah,
because
I
our
know we got a hit, but it
power
didn't
went out.
take it
Oh, yeah?
through. And that's what I was worried about.
We have to ground it, but with the power did go out. And we had to-
And with that gas or electric thing underneath it here, I was worried about that, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna put a structure over that with 3/4 inch plywood and, or 2x10s. We're gonna
Oh,
frame it out
okay.
and put it over that,
Over what?
over where the gas line and the gas,
Yeah.
Okay,
as a temporary.
yeah.
um,
Go ahead.
Yeah, so, you know, hopefully we'll get a bid to put the scaffolding up. If not, we're gonna have to go to Plan C, which is to try and solicit directly someone that would do the job. The problem, I think, why we're not getting a lot of interest is that it's a small job. The whole project would be a lot more, but of course we can't pay for the whole
Right.
project at this point.
Because of the way we're doing it.
Yeah, so this would be the first step. We're submitting applications for emergency funding. I've spoken to HUD and their engineer, making them aware.
Okay,
Congressman Smith has included our
Mhm.
project in his special
Mhm.
appropriation. But of course, that's not gonna happen until Congress gets their act together and
Oh, God,
passes a
yeah.
budget.
What about the insurance company, remember that?
Yeah, we're gonna do that, but the insurance company one, we're gonna try and get the elevator
Okay,
modernized.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
more manageable amount, I think.
okay,
So that's due the end of the month, and we'll have that submitted by then.
okay.
But HUD is aware of the issue. On the plus side, we're through, the winter wasn't real severe. We're not
that's a
gonna be,
blessing.
we're not
That
gonna be
is really a
dealing with,
blessing.
contraction and expansion now.
Mhm.
We will, it is prone to some water getting behind it, and that's a problem now. But, we all have to remember the building is 57 years old, with the original brick facade. So
I'm older than the building.
So am I. So am I.
Sometimes my
I was
bricks
gonna say,
fall
that
away.
doesn't sound like a Start with the original brick.
The original brick.
Okay, okay. All right, as long as you get it taken care of.
Yeah, we're working diligently on it, and, as I said, at least that one structure will provide cover over the gas lines.
Mhm.
Not
When's that
that-
gonna be done?
Within the next couple of days. Mike and I met already, we talked about what we need to do.
Perfect.
Outside of that, we have no openings, and, all the violations, particularly the exit lights, have been resolved. I think we put in a total of 8 new exit lights around the building, because you couldn't replace batteries, you had to replace the whole
Yeah,
unit.
of course.
That's why the Home Depot bill has been a little higher, because Mike's been buying the whole fixtures there. I think they're like $39 or $40 a fixture. But they're all working now. And that's all I have to report.
Any correspondence? Any old business?
The only thing I had under old business was last month when we were discussing the water bill from Belmar.
Yeah.
I did reach out to the water collector over there, got printouts of both the accounts for the past 2 years. The issue with the one account was it wasn't getting a reading, so we were being billed minimums.
Right.
So they switched out the meter, that's why the meter readings looked a little funky, but they gave us credit for the fact that we were paying those minimums against the usage that they actually charged us
Charged,
for once
okay.
they finally got the reading on the old one.
Oh, good.
How far back did that go?
June,
Okay,
yeah, it wasn't too bad.
yeah. Okay.
That's it.
Any new business? Any reports from the commissioners?
That's January.
Jim or Maria, did you guys have
Maria?
anything for under commissioners' reports?
Can you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, I was just curious, where are we going out to bid for the elevators?
Right now, we're not going out to bid because that's not in our 5-year plan. We're focusing more on the brick facade at this point. However, we are gonna put a request into the insurance company for the upgrade of the elevators. And that'll be submitted by the end of the month, so it'll go to HAI insurance. You know,
Okay, well, I just, I'm a little concerned because, maybe I'm not clear on all of these facts, but the issue we had with the elevator before was that when there were multiple system failures, it wasn't any specific thing, but, when the power went out and, caused the failures there with the elevator, the delay in getting it repaired was due to the fact that the building, the elevator was old and parts to repair it
Well, one of the steps in that scenario has been corrected, whereby the battery in the generator and the automatic switch have been replaced in the generator. So at this point in time, if the power went out, the generator will kick on within a minute or two, and we won't have that surge yes,
Jumping. Yeah,
when the power is restored. So that part of the process has been mitigated. As far as the elevator itself, you know, it's a couple $100,000 estimated to modernize it. And we don't have that in our budget. The first part of the capital money would have to go for the brick facade.
Sounds like a
When
lot.
when you say a couple thousand?
No.
A couple $100,000, a couple
Oh,
$100,000.
okay.
What are you gonna donate?
We'll do a fundraiser, hey, what can I say? I mean, come on.
Oh, Jim, we're aware of it, and we haven't had, the thing's been working fine, we haven't, yeah, I'm knocking on wood. But at this point, we are looking at it, we're trying to see where we can secure funding. That project is also part of the package that Congressman Smith will propose once the budget's approved in Washington. So that's part of the amount we asked for in terms of the appropriation.
Yeah, okay, well, I mean, we'll find out about that in September, I guess that's not far away. I just, you know, as long as we've repaired the main systems that caused the system failure for the period of time, you know, we have obviously folks there who rely on that elevator, so, I guess let's see what happens.
Okay.
Any remarks from the general public?
So I just so that I understand
Can you state your name and address, please?
Anita Pecorelli, Pecorelli,
Slow down,
Spell it again, what?
Pecor,
Elli,
and your address?
103 Shark River Avenue, apartment 59.
Thank you.
The scaffolding. So step one is to get the scaffolding up so that the bricks won't fall on anybody. So if I understand it, you put it out to bid and you got no answers. So now what happens?
We're out to bid again.
We're out to bid again.
Is that common? Does that happen?
Yes.
And so say you get somebody, how long then after that process does the actual work, the scaffolding go up?
Well, that would depend on the contractor and their own schedule, whoever was awarded the bid.
Okay. All right, so say September, Representative Smith puts that money in the budget and Congress passes a budget, say all that goes well. Guesstimate when would the time frame would be for that project? Because that would have to go out to bid. I know the RTI, whatever it's called, is already written, the elevator, so that just has to be posted for what, 2 days? Or how long does that have to be posted? And then the same thing, it's up to the contractor, it could be, like there's just no,
Well, with the elevator, we have the benefit of having a consultant engineer familiar with elevators.
right,
She would have been here tonight, but her mom took ill, so she wasn't gonna be able to make it tonight.
right, and she said she wrote up the, whatever that is thing that you
The
need.
proposal.
So
The
that's all
proposal,
written.
Specs.
Yeah.
What's that called?
They're called bid specs.
Bid specs, okay, so that's all written, so just say Congress does the right thing, and we come to September, and this is all written, and we put it out to bid, so we're still at the mercy of whoever bids the cheapest, it could be
Correct.
another 6 months, 3 years from there?
No, I don't think it would be that long. I think between the two issues, I think the elevator companies would be more, I don't think their schedule is as heavy as, say, building structure companies.
So we're
Typically,
hope-
once a bid is awarded, they're given a notice to proceed, and within that notice to proceed, they're given so many days to complete the project.
Oh, okay, thank you. And who sets that number of days?
Usually it's determined by the engineer and the housing authority.
Oh, okay, all right, awesome, all right. All right, so we just wanna hope that somebody takes the bidding on the scaffolding, so we get that safety hazard in check.
Yep.
Is there any, like, are you expanding the walkway or something? I have no idea about this building, so people are not walking too close to the building? God forbid it falls, or are you putting any safety
Well,
precautions, any
the
codes?
area that we're concerned about, we have caution, police tape and cones blocking off the whole section.
Uh-huh,
If you went out the front door and turned left all the way to the end of the building, you'll see the area.
okay,
It's blocked off, so there's no access.
okay, all right, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone else?
We wanna thank you for all the desserts for the Easter.
Oh,
And we had another dinner Sunday past,
that was great, yeah.
so we enjoyed everything. Yeah,
Oh, that was
thank you
great.
again for your
You're
help.
welcome. It was our pleasure.
Who is your daughter? I thought she was my
What was Sunday? You didn't tell me.
She didn't know about it. I didn't know
I
about it.
didn't know anything about it.
What?
The
The
dinner on
dinner
Sunday.
Sunday. That's all right. I know this
Because
is.
she actually asked me to talk to you today to say when could she come back, because
Yeah, all right.
I'll talk to you today.
The notice didn't get put up either, like I asked, but it was all right until that morning, so that's that. All right.
Anything else? Anyone else?
I'm at,
I'm
I'm in
sorry?
apartment 6B.
What was his
I
name?
just watched clothes, first time watching clothes here. They got clean. But the one dryer that didn't dry nothing at all. The whole thing was still wet when I took it all out. And it went through the whole cycle, but there was no heat on top or on the side, like how you feel.
Did you mark the dryer then?
Huh?
Did you mark it or put a sign on it?
No, I should, but I
You
will.
put a sign on it, then we get it checked out and
Yeah, it's not,
hopefully
it's
repaired.
not heating.
Was
Not
that
drying
today?
The first two dryers are working. They work real good, but the last one doesn't.
Oh, the one by the window? Oh,
Yeah.
When was that? When did you find this out?
When did that happen?
Today.
Was that
Oh,
today? That's what I'm asking.
Today.
Today,
Yes.
okay,
Today.
thank you.
I'll let Mike know. Two things you can do if that occurs. One, put a sign on it so no one else uses it, and then two, if you let Mike know,
Yeah.
they evaluate, a repairman comes in and see if it can be repaired or we have to replace it.
Well, I just put all my shirts on hangers and let them hang around the place. It'll dry that way.
Anyone else? We're good? Make a move to adjourn?
I'll make a motion that the meeting be adjourned.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good night, guys.